Hello. I'm home. I was actually out the whole day. I'm having an apple as a snack. I was out the whole day. Went to breakfast with the family. So it's currently 4:45. I didn't want to eat something heavy because at around 6:30 I'll be making dinner. And I've got some leftover pork chops, some rice, and some veggies. It's a proper Sunday meal, right? So I'm going to be having that later on. I'm not going to show all of that. I'm actually quite tired. I slept quite late. I had an eventful evening and I had to wake up at around 9 to go see my family. So I'm actually quite tired. I want to watch a little bit of TV and relax, but I wanted to show you some of the things that I got from the shops. Books are 2 of them. I got 3 things from the shops. 2 are books. One is not a book, but it's something that's going to help me quite a bit. I told you guys in the previous vlog that I walk now. You may have seen me putting my shoes on, all of that. I'll see if I can put it here somewhere. But I was putting my shoes on and I walk. I walk about 3 or 4 times a week. I really do enjoy it. It's quite relaxing. I just have my big headphones, my JBL headphones on, and I literally just walk and watch the world around me. This typically happens on days where I am not going into the office, right? I'm working from home, so I will at around 7:30 I'll get ready and I'll walk for about an hour. Some days it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then chill. It's about to rain. It's quite cloudy, dark outside. Crazy business. Anyway, so because of the fact that I walk, I popped into Mr. Price Home Sport, my babe. I normally go into Home, and actually funny, I didn't go into Home and I need candles, like pillar candles. Anyway, went into Mr. Price Sport for this. I needed something like this. So this is something I can put across my waist, or maybe put it on to just have my phone with me, because typically I live in a quite a safe area for walking in the mornings or in the afternoons. It's quite busy and all of that, but I like to keep my phone with me because I will listen to an audiobook, right? Or I'll listen to some music, but typically a lot of the time it's an audiobook. It gets me through my books quite quickly, fast. So I bought one of these. This is from the brand Journal. It's a Mr. Price brand, I think. And it's fabulous. So there's a little pocket on the front, but also a little for the phone, right? On the inside there, and it's got a strap. And that is what is important. That's what I was looking for. It's great. It's ample space for a phone and some house keys, which is good, and it's hidden because typically a lot of the time I wear baggy t-shirts and tights when I'm walking. So love it. Great. Popped into a bookstore. Yes, I got some books. Popped into a bookstore for the first time this whole entire year. I've received a number of books from Jonathan Ball Publishers and Penguin Random House. Fabulous. Love them for it. They are just wonderful. And I believe my father has books in his car from Penguin Random House as well. I think so, yes. But I saw 2 books that I've been wanting for a while, and I really wanted to kind of reward myself with these books. They're not the cheapest books, but I wanted to reward myself and buy myself something nice. And for me, books are something nice. Of course, I also bought clothes and all of that. What I do want to buy myself that is serious, that I do want to buy myself, is an air fryer. I've always wanted one. And given the color of my kitchen, I would need a white air fryer. And typically, black air fryers are the ones that are great, that are on sale. Like right now in Checkers, there's a black Philips air fryer that goes for about 1,000 rand. Typically, it's 1 point something, 7, 8, but I really want an air fryer, but I want it to be white. I need it to be white. Most of the stuff in my kitchen is white. My kettle is white. My toaster is white. Everything is white. So until I find one that I like that's white, I'll wait it out for a little bit. First book I got is a translated works, a Japanese bestseller by Michiko Aoyama. I'll just say Aoyama, right? What you are looking for is in the library. Look at that cover. Okay? Definitely gonna remove this. This was it's literally down 30 bucks. It was 350 and it's now 320. But I wanted to get it, and I think it's 320 because it's a hardcover. But it's also, it's a recent, I think it came out last year or the year before. No, I lie. It came out in 2020. And then the Japanese copyright, Alison Watts, 2023. So it was, and there's illustrations in here, which are so pretty. Oh, wow. So it's about a Japanese bookseller who, when people walk into her, she's a librarian, sorry. When people walk into the library, she kind of can tell what kind of books that they would like, but just looking at them, right? And she provides the best book recommendations, right? The cover is what drew me in, and I've seen it on many of the content creators that I watch who cover books. So one of the books that I was very excited for is this one. This is House of Hunger by Alexis Henderson. I read The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson maybe 3 years ago. Absolutely loved it. It was my first introduction to Alexis Henderson. She writes horror novels. This one is also another horror, and this one typically I think is about vampires, if I'm not mistaken. A blood maid of exceptional taste must have a keen proclivity for life's finer pleasures. Girls of weak will need not apply. Sounds exciting. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one. In actual fact, I'm thinking of starting to read this one today when we go to bed. When I go to bed. When I go to bed. Oh my God. Chill and hang out for the rest of the day. I need to plan my week, so I have to reset and plan and have a look at emails and things that I need to get. I've noticed that I've got a bunch of emails that I need to respond to first thing tomorrow morning. That's a tomorrow problem. But yeah, that's pretty much okay. I'm just a baby. It's just a baby. I shouldn't be working this hard to cut. simple dinner, nothing exciting, just rice, some meat, and some veggies. And that's what I'm having for dinner before I pass out.
I need to talk about something that gives me the ick and just turns me off so badly.
So good.
This is now.
Hey everybody! Hi everybody, welcome back to another day. It is a new vlog. I didn't really introduce the beginning of this vlog. It started last night. Today is a new day. It is officially 4 o'clock and I have been working from home today. So I've been working all day, shooting content, and did a couple of other things, emails and such and all of that. But I'm here. Yesterday I was cooking, and I cook a lot lately and I love it. I love cooking. I really do enjoy cooking. So I wanted to show you what I'd made. I'd made some Korean pork stew situation, and the thing is, it wasn't even supposed to be a stew. Let me not even lie. It was supposed to start off as a stir fry. So I was like, I sauteed the pork, wanted it to, when it was ready, I added this Korean Asian stir fry sauce. I'll put a picture of it here. It's basically from the same family as the well-known sriracha sauce with the green cap. I've got both of them in my fridge. I'll actually show you a little bit later on. So I poured that, and then I think it started burning a little bit. I was like, oh, and then I poured water in, and then I poured some julienne cut vegetables for stir fries. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of carrot, robot peppers, and some cabbage, and all of that. And then I realized that a little bit of sauce was kind of forming with all, and I was like, oh, okay, that's why I made a little bit of rice to go with it. And then I added more spinach at the end. That's what you saw. And then I dished up. It was glorious. Glorious. It was so good. So I wanted to show you that. I am having a cup of coffee. It is officially autumn. Like, I'm just happy. I'm waiting for autumn. Like, I'm just autumn. I'm waiting for autumn to enter, and officially to me it has entered because it's chilly, it's cold, it's been raining every day for the past I don't know how long, since December 36th, and the rain won't stop, but the weather has now officially become chillier, and I love it for us. My seasons are coming in. I'm so excited. Anyway, so I'm having a cup of coffee. And I'm on my way to make another one because it's like summer here. And I'm just like, me? No, that's not how it works. Anyway, I was sitting here because I wanted to have a little chat with you guys. But before I do, I am going, why? Okay. These are the books that I'm currently reading. I wanted to share these with you in the previous vlog. But then I thought, oof, there was a large chunk of bookish airtime in the previous vlog. So I wanted to share it in this one. 2 books. One book that is absolutely having me in a chokehold and happens to be the most expensive book in my collection of books. Let me tell you, we generally know that books are really expensive. That's fine. We know, a good new in book, you're looking at anywhere between $300 and $400. This book is $615. I have wanted this book for the past 3 years, but could never commit to the price. And I thought to myself, it's going to come down. It's going to come down. It's going to come down. It never did. And I get why it's not coming down. This is The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest. I think it's Wiest. I think so. But this book, oh my God, Transforming Self-Sabotage into Self-Mastery. I am literally reading this book, writing notes, literally just, there's parts of myself that this book is forcing me to confront. I don't like it. It's really hard to confront certain self-sabotaging things that I would do. And I can even tell you one that I know for a fact that I do. And I was just like, I hate this. This is just me. One of them is downplaying, and she talks about downplaying. When we downplay our success in life, we're either trying to make ourselves seem less impressive so others do not feel threatened or therefore like us more, or we are trying to avoid the sense that we have made it because we're afraid of peaking. This is me. I downplay anything. I'm hard to receiving compliments. I downplay it. I downplay, oh my God, I love your content. Everything you've done, everything you talk about, like you've changed my life so much, and you've changed the way that I look at relationships and mental health. And I'm just like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I literally downplay it. And it's because I think a large part of me is because I'm afraid of peaking. I'm not even going to write the notes that I wrote on the side or talk about them. Fear of failing is another thing. And these are self-sabotaging. Oh my God. Ngati expose Nkosi yami. But yeah, there's just so many things. I'm highlighting the heck out of this book. I just wanted to show you a page where I'm just like, I'm highlighting pretty much on each and every single page. This is a book that I would highly recommend you pick up for yourself or someone that you care about. These are books that become investments. They're not books that you just feel like, oh, it's a fiction. I could never spend $600 on a fiction novel. I will wait. I will absolutely wait. If it's anything more than $360-$80, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it if it's a fiction. I'll wait until it goes down to like $200 or whatever. But this, and I've said to myself that I want to read more non-fiction. So this is literally transforming my life, and it's making me do the work and look inward and internally to the things that I do to sabotage my growth, my progression, the things that I am afraid to confront. It's just glorious. It's a really good book. One that I'm absolutely loving listening to, and especially given the fact that the weather's changing, the weather's gray, the weather's just lovely, is The Haunting of Ashburn House. And this is by Darcy Coates. I wanted to show you. Yeah. Don't play. Okay. That's what it is. I am about 17 chapters into 45 chapters, and I've got about 3 hours and 50 minutes, so just under 4 hours of listening time left. This is insane. It's insane. It's so good. It reminds me of The Haunting of Hill House or The Haunting of Bly Manor. If you've watched any of those shows, I like horrors and thrillers, and I feel like this is a horror. Normally when they begin, it's like a family running out of a certain house, not even looking back, gotta get out of here, I don't want blah, blah, blah. And you're thinking, why are you running? If you're moving out, why are you rushing out in the middle of the night unless there's something in that house? And this is the way this one opens, right? A girl by the name of Addie, remembers when she was growing up, her mother just grabbing her right from her sleep, and they were running out of her house, and that's it, right? Cut to chapter 1, where Addie is now grown up, and she has now inherited a house Ashburn house in this very affluent neighborhood, and she's basically struggling really to survive. She doesn't have a place to stay. It's her and her cat Wolfgang, and she suddenly gets informed about this house that she's inherited by a woman by the name of Edith. So she moves to the small town, moves into this house, but obviously strange things start happening, right? There's writings on the furniture, on the walls. There's just funny things that are going on with the house, and now the neighbors all want to know who's this person who's inherited Edith's house. And so these bunch of women come up to the door once she's moved in, and they're like, "Hey, we just want to introduce ourselves," and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just enjoying it. It's a really fun, thrilling ride. I love it so far, and I'm sure that it's bound to get darker. This is not it. I feel like it's gonna get worse and worse. So I'm really excited about that. So that's what I'm reading currently, and I also wanted to have a little chat to you guys about, you know, the status of my channel and what I feel about, you know, YouTube. I don't want to talk about it because I feel like I've talked my mouth off about this, and it's not something that I like to make mention of, you know. So what I've decided for me is that I'm going to give myself a 3-month probationary period where I will only post as and when I want. So if I go 3 weeks without posting, be like that sometimes. If it goes 1 month without posting, it'd be like that sometimes. I think I've just been in a really funky place with YouTube where I feel like this was the one platform where I gave so much of myself. I'd still continue to do so. It's just that in the last month or two, I've just literally slowed down on how much I post because I just don't feel... And if you are watching this and you're like, "But Kat, I support..." I'm not talking to you because I know that you support me. I know that you watch the ads. I know that you're doing this. It's not about you. It's not about the people that are naturally normally here and commenting. I know your guys' names. I see you commenting all the time. I respond to you. That's why I even use your names sometimes in my sit-down videos. I'm not talking to those. That group of people, I'm not talking to you guys. But I just want everybody to know, members included, that... with the members, I will continue to post. The members will continue to get bonus content and all of that. But in my main space, I just feel like I'm at that point where I don't want to feel pressured anymore. I don't want to pressure myself anymore to create content on YouTube. I really put a lot of pressure on myself, like, I should film. Like today I filmed, but I don't know when those videos are gonna go up. They're gonna go up when I feel like I want them to go up, and that's okay. You know, I think for me the hard realization is for me to be okay with that. You know, to be okay with the fact that 2 weeks can go by and you don't post, or 3 weeks, and people do that all the time. But for me, it just feels like I'm failing not only myself, but I'm failing you guys. And that's just me having a heart-to-heart with you guys about this. That's just generally how I feel. I don't like to feel like I'm not showing up for people I care about, or things that I'm passionate about, or things that I enjoy. And this platform is one of them. I always want to show up for people I care about. I always want to show up for love, life, family, my profession, all of that. And I just feel like I've been getting more of a reward and a nourishment and a feed to keep going, to keep continuing on my TikTok pages. If you guys literally don't follow me on TikTok, I don't know what the problem is. Okay, one of my TikTok pages has 140,000 subscribers, and one of the followers, and the other one has, I think, approaching 40,000. And this is literally just, and I just feel like, you know, that feeds me. It feeds the fact that I want to create content that is not only helpful and motivational and, you know, grown-up content and all of that. I'm just starting to feel that maybe this isn't the avenue for me anymore. And I'm grappling with that. I'm really going through a hard time with that. I really am. I don't want to be upset. But I think the fortunate thing about me and YouTube is I do YouTube because I genuinely like it. I love to do YouTube. I love to document my life. I love to share my life. This is long, 17 minutes. Oh my God. I love to share my life and document my life and things like that. But I also want to focus on other spaces that not only help progress me, pay me, but also that I feel like I'm doing, it's worth it to get up and do it every day. You know what I'm saying? So just bear with me on that one. You might see videos, you might not see a video for a week or two. Then you'll see a video on the third week. Maybe you might see 2 videos in a week. Maybe you might not. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow, and I'm going with what my heart wants with regards to this. And right now my heart is very unsure. So because of that, I'm going to not put so much pressure on myself. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Hey everybody. What's going on? It is days after the last footage you saw. I don't even remember what the last footage you saw was. I filmed over a week ago, and the vlog is still going to continue because I don't think it's long enough to put into a vlog situation. So there's just been a heaviness in the air. It's been really shitty. It really has been a crappy time. So all I was doing last week was working and reading. I have gotten through 2 books last week, and I am currently listening to Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I finished The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden yesterday, and currently listening to Never Lie, and also finished The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest, and going to start this one. I'm really in my non-fiction girly era this year, which is nice, but I'm very particular about the non-fiction books that I pick. I pick non-fiction books that will also help me with my coaching. So I do read coaching books, but I also read books that might be helpful to mental health, or help me when it comes to some of the mental health struggles that I have come across quite a bit in my coaching space. So that's what I read, and I've been enjoying it so far. What I did pick up last week was this. This is a rotating pan tilt phone selfie sticky kind of thing. But what I like about this one is that it's handheld, so I can carry it with me if I wanted to. But also recently broke a tripod of mine, so I'm literally down from 2 tripods to 1, and the one that I have is a heavy duty tripod. That's the one that I use for my sit down videos and things like that, so I can't carry that around. But this one is easy enough to carry around because that's it. This is it, right? So I'm really excited. That's what it looks like. Really pretty. Oh, pretty. Okay, and then you kind of, I don't even know how you open it up. So this is what it looks like. I just wanted to show you where there's light. This is what it looks like. And this one is great because it's got a tilting feature. So if you're wanting to record something, but you want like a panoramic sort of cinematic view, pretty dope, eh? And then it comes out like this. I don't know. I actually need to look at the box and see how this thing works, because I'm a little confused. I don't know. Oh yeah. Here we go. So it just opens up right here. So to stick in the phone, as you can see, and then it. I don't know how you open up the. Does it open up by itself? I can't wait to try this. Look at this. I got the portable LED table lamp. It's actually really, really cold today. It's been raining since yesterday. I got this because I want to put it on my coffee table right there. I'll show you how it looks. It's a portable LED one. So hopefully, I got something else from Take A Lot, but I think that will be for the next vlog. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna unbox both of them. Oh my god, and it's white. So it's somewhat like a little bit of a mushroom lamp. You know how mushroom lamps have just been the thing of the thing? Girl, I just touched you. Oh, this is so cool. There we go. So, I'm supposing we're gonna, so we've got the lid here. Very simple. And it's chargeable, so you've got the pin to charge, and it's giving C-type. It's giving C-type, so that's pretty cool. Where's the, there we go. Yep, giving C-type, my dear. So I think the whole idea here is to unscrew this. Okay. Put it in. And the thing is, you touch it. So this is so cool. It's got different settings. So it's just a matter of, how cool is that? That's a ice white. I think it's got 3. That's an ice white. Got a warm white. I think, oh no. I'm thinking this one will probably match more. So let's put it on the table and see. Okay, so this is where I want to put it. And I think the weather today is so perfect because it's cold and it's dreary and it's snacks outside. I'm going to have to move 1 or 2 things here. But I want to see how this is going to work. And if I like it, then I'm probably going to buy some more of them because it's really reasonably priced. So yeah, if I like it, we'll get some more, I think. Just have it in the center there. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Have it in the center. Have everything else kind of around it. And are we ready for the moment of truth? Now, you see the light in the back? This light here. This light here. And you see it? It's got a warm white. And so that wouldn't match with it, you know what I'm saying? And it's actually still quite early on. I think this would work more effectively if it was around 5, 6, but it's fine. And there we go. I think that is the closest match that I've got to this one. Yeah, I think that second one is definitely the closest match. So cute. We love it. So for now, I'm going to switch it off. But I think this is perfect because I'm trying to get more lamps. Oh, hang on. So I think for now, this will be perfect because I'm trying to get more lamps. Kind of sick and tired of overhead lighting. It's too strong. And especially given that winter is coming, it's really, really nice to have cozy lamp lighting as opposed to having overhead lighting because it's strong and sometimes you don't want that, you know. You want when the sun is about to set, and even when I'm watching TV or if I'm working in here and it's late in the evening, I like to just have very soft lighting as opposed to having intense lighting. And I only bought one because I wanted to test it out. I bought it off of Take A Lot, and I'm actually quite impressed with it. I really like it, so I might just buy. I mean, it was around $250 or something. So because I've got another table down there, and I'm thinking also in my office where I also spend a lot of time working through, you know, sessions, and I spend a lot of time doing admin work for my clients and all of that. So that would also be great if I'm working in there, just to have a lamp next to my desk as opposed to having overhead lamping. So overhead lighting, sorry. So I think it'll be this same thing. I probably might get 2 of them, and then for my office have something slightly taller, because when I'm sitting on the table, so something slightly taller but also quite cute and simple, and that is rechargeable. So this is pretty dope. Kind of love it. Gonna switch it off for now. That one is gonna stay on, but we'll try switching it on a little bit later on when it's slightly darker, so we can see. Oh, here we go. You see? See? We're gonna try switch it on when it's slightly darker, and so that we can see how it looks. But it's great for me right now. I absolutely love it.